Bees are important to agriculture and ecosystem. Do you all know that bees hold the key to the one-third of the world food supply? Imagine this: if there is no buzzing sound or bees in this world, what would happen to us? What would happen to the ecosystem, to the world, to the plants, and etc. Imagine if there's no buzz sound of these essential pollinators. The alarming decline of bees population is a critical issue. It impacts our food, ecosystem, and the life on Earth. Today, I will present to you all on why bees' lives are matter, why bees' population matter to us. And today, I'll talk to you the problem of bees, the causes of it, before finally with a solution. First, let's talk about the problem. The major problem is that bees' population are declining. From the article of Amy Quinton that was been published on November 29, 2021, the article titled Pesticides Can Affect Multiple Generation of Bees. She stated the blue orchid was been exposed to pesticides, the most commonly used in California, according to the requirement of the according to the amounts recommended on the label that are class of insecticides chemically related to nicotine. It was been exposed were similar to the bees that would experience in the field. Female bees that were exposed to insecticides as larvae had 20% fewer offspring than bees not exposed. Those bees that were exposed as larvae as adult had 44% fewer offspring. Now, the second problem is the climate change. From the article of Jenny Elderan that has been published on October 14, 2022, the article Climate Change is Catching Up the Pressure of Bees. She stated that drought condition in the western US in 2021 dried up bee forage. The floral nectar and pollen that bees need to produce and to stay healthy. And extreme rain in the northeast limited the hours that bees could fly for forage. This weather condition likely also affected the wild and native bees. And unlike managed colonies, the important species did that receive supplements to buffer them through harsh conditions. Now, the third one. From the bpods.com, they posted on the website on January 17, 2020, they stated varromites, parasitic anarchids that feed on honeybees. They sneak into a hive and start snacking. Snacking about the worst. Snacking on the fat stores of larvae and which makes them just about the worst roommates ever. Like the example from above, early stage in the infestation are hard to spot. Most infestations start small, so they can do too much damage. Now, the last problem is the monoculture farming. Monoculture farming is another problem of bee population. From the article of monoculture farming is another way modern day agriculture is killing bees that has been posted by Julia Jacobo that was published on October 12, 2021. From her article, she stated that monoculture landscapes are attracted to bees because of the massive amount of pollen and nectar provided by the flowers that bloom at the same time. They provide immune and nutritional benefits to the bees. They instead were associated with high rates of disease-causing parasites and pathogens. Now let's go back to the pesticides because pesticides are very major problem. From the article of Amy Quinton, the blue or card bee was exposed to indochloropid, the most commonly used neonicotinoid in California, and it was not great because, based from what I understand, it affects their reproduction and also it affects the population of it. And for the solutions, from Gemma Bush article, How Can You Keep Bees from Becoming Endangered, that was published on March 23, 2020. She stated some solution, and these are: first solution from her is that provide a honeybee friendly habitat in your yard or other outdoor spaces. Second is to eat bee friendly. Much of our food is grown in the way that relies heavily on the usage of pesticides, which can be highly toxic for bees. Third is avoid the insecticides in your lawn. If you must use one, read the label to see if the toxic to bees before purchasing. Limit the use of herbicides, which are not very toxic to bees but killing the flowering weeds bees need for food. And lastly is don't kill bees. Just walk away. With so many factors working against their numbers, bee population needed all the help they can get. And from the Greenpeace org, they also stated that ban the 7 most dangerous pesticides, protect pollinator health by preserving wild habitat, and restore ecological agriculture. Ecological farming is the overarching new policy trend that will stabilize human food production, preserve wild habitats, and protect the bees. From the nation of Bhutan, that has led the world in adopting 100% organic farming policies. Now, we already talked the problem, the causes, before finally we came up with a solution. Bees are very important to us, and the issue right now is very complex because it's very major to us because we need bees to pollinate our plants because we need their nutritious elements coming from bees.